So maybe you've had excuses ati mali wasanii wako kuna miadarati sana. Siwezi kaa huko mimi. I can't even bring my kid to enjoy the show. Can't even just come with my family. Can't come with my mom and relax because they might misbehave. They might start doing I don't know what, things that are not family friendly. Sawa, let me allay your fears because I have somewhere that you need to check out very soon. It's Eugenia, a green space that is providing a platform for creativity, recreation, and networking. They are saying here on the site, which we are also showing you on the screen, that they're designed for a family-friendly and non-smoking, alcohol-free destination for creative minds and lovers of recreation. Ukisikia tu hivyo, unasikia ni kama taxes zishashuka because it's a green space that is inviting you in all the best ways possible. I'm allowing the general manager of this location to let us in on how exactly they have carved this space for creativity, recreation, and also for lovers of art to go and enjoy, and much more, which they have within that space. The one that I also inform you of as we go on with that discussion is a play that will be staged there on the 6th of July, and they are doing this in collaboration with Artflame Theatre Network, who of course have been here on the show before to let us in on the details of what this show is. But I want you to know what the tickets are going to look like, how you can get them as well, and I'll let you in on who has been involved and when the shows are at, so that you have them on your calendar. But kwanza, kabla tufike kwa hiyo play, which is very, very important, we want to speak about Eugenia Park and what it has for you. If you have a community of creatives, how can you plug in there and what kind of benefits you're going to get from it. Right, let's welcome the General Manager, Faith Moko, to the show. Karibu sana.
Asante sana. Thank you.
We're glad to have you here.
Glad to be here as well.
Yes. Please introduce Eugenia Park to us for the guys who are watching the show, and then can get to a few questions on what they are expecting within the space.
All right. So ideally, Eugenia. So we are Eugenia Park Arts and Recreation Center. So other than the arts bit, maybe I can just give a small overview of who we are. So basically, we are a space, an outdoor space. So basically, where you can host your events, any kind, from weddings to kids activities, and then also we have a restaurant that serves really good food. So it's a nice place to be.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a green space.
Yes, it is. It's a green space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which means there's a garden, as you said there, a place that I can breathe. There's a good breeze.
Yes.
And all of that.
Definitely. Most people that come there say it's more like a healing garden. Once you get inside, it's so calming.
Okay.
It is. You should experience it.
While out of meditations, you know where to go and relax and get to the center of your being.
Yes.
Where is it at? Where is the location?
Okay, so we are located on Kenyatta Road. That's on exit 14 of Thika Road. And then from the Kenyatta Road junction, we are 5 kilometers in.
Okay.
Yes.
5 kilometers in from
Yes.
Kenyatta Road junction.
Yes. Yes.
This is along Thika Road.
Yes.
For wale watu ambao hawajaifika Thika Road, tusifike Kenyatta Avenue town. Tushangae where is Eugenia.
Yes.
Reimagining our future. I see that's the tag
Yes.
right beneath the name.
Yes.
You told me earlier, and I'm among the people maybe who didn't know, that Eugenia is this tree here.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Reimagining our future. What does that mean for you?
So ideally, reimagining our future, basically, it's as it is. So meaning, we are trying to imagine our creative side, more like, you see, you're trying to imagine a space, or more like creativity beyond limits. So it's whereby we are trying to think what we can't even think about, you see.
Nice.
So it's all about what we are right now. So we are trying to reimagine futures, things that actually don't make sense. You're trying to make sense of them. So it's all about creativity, things that you think that you would want to have in the future in arts, things that have not yet been done. So basically that's what you want to bring out. So it's all about creativity, like how big and how crazy can creativity go to.
Right, thinking of what we have now and then reimagining it for the future.
Yes.
It's interesting because later in this show I'm having a conversation with guys who are staging a play that is thinking about 2050 in Kenya. Technology, how that's going to look like. The government has these chips that people need to put into their bodies for government services. Yeah. So I like that, they can also come into this kind of space.
Definitely.
And reimagine that story there.
Yes.
It combines, I was having a look here on the site, website. I still am, and I'm hoping people at home can check it out. Eugenia.co.ke. Combines traditional African and Greek architectural design. So even the construction of the art center itself.
It is actually now the amphitheater, and like many theaters, it's circular. So the inspiration is from the Greek architecture combining with the African hat. So like for the people who know Adingira, how the traditional the hat used to look like, that's the design
grass,
that we have.
That's the Thingira.
Okay, it's a modernized one, but that's the design. That's where we got the inspiration from.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So the African design there and inspiration from Greek architectural design. And this is where even in Greek mythology and actually Greek history, we used to have those amphitheaters where colosseums being informed.
Yes.
So this is that kind of setting.
It is.
All right. We are imagining the future in that way. Let us in on the maybe events that have happened so far before we get to look at what is coming up.
All right. So ideally for us, we the theater, we recently launched it. It was in this year February. So we have launched a classical concert.
Okay.
So that was a branch concerto. So that one had international artists from US and from the University of Georgia, and then also we've had a play The Island by Alacock. Also we've had a kids show by Zamaleo. It was by the fireside. Also, we've had another classical music concert that happened last Saturday. This was the KICF ensemble.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Classicals is all I've had. Is that something that you're very keen on, or is that your theme as well?
No, ideally, it's what comes, and then also it's more like depending on what the crowd wants. So you actually notice that people have a liking to classical music, and it's being embraced actually. I've never been to a classical concert, but once I attended, wow, it's something that you would like to experience. Okay. The orchestra coming in, the musicians, and all that.
The design, I'm sure, plays a part in the acoustics.
Yes, it does. It does. Yes.
Probably why the classical music presentations are a hit for your space.
Yes.
Okay. So for those shows that you've mentioned that have happened there, are these collaborations that you seek out yourselves? So for the creatives who are watching the show are wondering, how do I also put up? I have a community and I want to also put up a show. How does that look like? Are you open for that, and what's the process like?
Yes, we are open. So ideally what we do, like most of them are collaborations, whereby you have a project, you're a producer, you want to bring a show, you probably don't have space. So we do joint ventures at times.
Okay.
Yeah, so you come to us and then we see what the show is about, and then
limit packs if I have like 300 people.
Yes. Yeah, so ideally our amphitheater has a capacity of 300 people.
Oh,
yes.
I hit the right number.
You did.
Okay.
Yes.
So 300 people.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's still that's a lot. Yeah.
It is.
It could hold the people, a whole play, and whoever else wants to be there.
Yes.
All right. Events, music concerts, movie screenings, stand-up comedy, talk shows, musical plays. This is a variety of art shows I see that can be presented, of course, within this theater.
Correct.
There are other activities, and some of them you told me which are coming soon.
Yes.
Please do let in on the secrets of what people can expect.
All right, so we're having an upcoming book club both for adults and children. We've noticed that also the art beat is diverse. So also reading books is a culture that we would like people to emulate. So we are planning on having book clubs coming soon. We'll actually have it on our website, and then it will tell us. It will let you know when we'll commence.
Okay.
Also music classes. So we have kids who want to more like do instruments and also vocal training. It is also upcoming.
All right.
Yes.
If you check out the website actually and scroll, you can keep tabs on when that is going to be ready. The book club for adults and children as well, and then the classes for training in music and the other forms of art like drama, painting, and foreign language. This is a lot of support for the creative space.
It is.
How do you feel this impact is going to look like, or it's looking like so far for that space?
So what I'd say is with how the trend is, or rather with how everything is right now, I believe that the creative side is the way to go.
Okay.
So in that everybody's an artist, it's just about how you bring it out. And so for us, basically, we are that space that wants to give you the opportunity to actually venture and see basically what you can bring
What
out.
you can do.
What you
All
can
right.
do.
That's the reimagining future part as
Yes,
well, yeah?
yes.
You're giving that space for them
Yeah.
to come and reimagine their future.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're an artist, creative, you have a community, please do reach out to them and stage whatever it is that you have planned. And we're going to let you in on the one that you can go and check out the space with. Yani uko na excuse ya kushow up to sema nimekuja kuona hii, lakini pia una scout location for free, yeah, instead of struggling to find places and scouting. And let's talk about the recreation even just a bit before tuambie watu what Fula is. Nilikuwa napitia hapa, very colorful. What are the kind of recreational activities I can do within there?
All right, so basically for adults, you can do archery, you can do painting, and also when it comes to games, we have football, and then also there is badminton. For the kids, there's skating. They get to have the two cars, the kids ride the electric cars and all. Yeah, so it's a space where you just come and then you'll be entertained all through from activities. You see, the fact that we are family friendly, and it's a space, basically we say it's a sober space. More like you just come, enjoy your time and in recreation activities. Yeah.
We have a continued discussion across the country in trying to see, rather than having malls and skyscrapers and all of these things in the city, we need to have more spaces for creatives to come and enjoy. To come and relax, to have, I see bird watching is happening here. You can just come, have fitness, do treasure hunts, painting. I'm sure, what are they called these days? Sip and paint and sip. Yes. I'm sure a lot of sip and paint or paint and sip, uji and paint, these are the locations that people can get to. And but for a while, as you've also rightfully mentioned there, the trend is, or even with the current times, it's time that now we invest in our creativity.
True.
Why would you, maybe just away from you being GM and being active in the space, why would you think maybe is the case as to why so far we've not had many of this? We've not had people coming out. Do we lack the will to support artists? Is there the space? The spaces are not enough? Is it not lucrative? Is it not lucrative? Why is it that we can't all invest in this kind of space?
So in my thoughts, I'd say art is a niche of its own. So basically, many people really don't understand. People think they understand art, but they really don't. But once you get to understand that art is diverse, I believe it's a space whereby it can actually grow into something really huge. So I think it's a call for investors to actually now go into the arts bit, other than thinking of other things. Art iko sawa. Yes.
Create the spaces. Yeah, I've seen somewhere in China where there's a content farm. Basically, they have a whole building where if you are someone who goes live on TikTok or does something online, you just come get a space and do your thing. And they've already reimagined the future because they see that's the trend where we're going to. So invest and think about how you can join in here and support the creative scene as it's being done here by Eugenia Park. But more of other activities, recreational bird watching. I like it. Someone who's active into the art of meditation, it would be good to go there and chill with some birds. Right, so art center, recreation, and also food as well, and spaces for hire if you want to put up events. We have this play coming up, and it's being staged at your location.
Yes.
Let us in on what that looks like.
All right, so the play is Fula meaning rain. So it's a collaboration between Artflame and Moran Publishers. So more like you see how CBC nowadays art is part of the curriculum. So it's a nice opportunity for also the kids to come and attend, because it's more like an art workshop. So we have 2 slots. So basically there's a show for the children and also for the parents. So for the kids, the students, their rates are 500, and then for the adults, there is the advance tickets are going for 1,200 shillings, and at the gate it's 1,500 shillings. And the play is all about what do we say? It's all about culture and modernity. Whereby how both of them can actually blend into the modern society.
All right. Still reimagining the future.
Yes, it is.
Our culture, and then thinking about where this is leading us. Let me give a synopsis of that play that is being displayed on the screen there. This is Fula, which is a story centered around a spiritually gifted young beautiful woman, Fula, which means rain. So kama unaitwa na Fula wa Fula na uko unajua inatoka wapi, ndio hiyo. She's stuck between two worlds, two cultures, two lifestyles, and countless options and opinions from the society. So go check it out and see how the unexpected turns of her life when she discovers what her ancestral calling is, caught in between the city life and also what her ancestral calling looks like. What is it? What is the ancestral calling? Is it rainmaking? You need to find out. Check out what will be happening at Eugenia Amphitheater on the 6th of July. As you've heard there, the advance tickets are going for 1,200 shillings. And at the gate is 1,500. This is for adults,
yes,
right? And then
adults.
for the students,
that's 500.
That's 500.
Yes.
And it will be happening in 2 shows. First show and second show. They are starting at 2 p.m. all the way to 5. And then 5 for the second one. So ensure you're putting it in your calendars with the correct date and timing. Those are the venue locations. Just to remind them of where Eugenia Park is, so that wasipote, as they put it in their calendars, pia weke location na weke pin.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so Eugenia Park, we are on exit 14 of Thika Road, Kenyatta Road on your way to Gatondo. We are 5 kilometers from the highway.
All right.
Yes.
Come one, come all, and enjoy the space. More than what you will be seeing being displayed there at the art center, there are other things which I've spoken about that you can get to do activities. So ukibeba pesa, beba utakuwa tempted. So beba pesa ya maana, alafu you'll get to enjoy all the other activities they have within the space. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
For creating time for us here, letting us in to your space virtually, and we're hoping that now physically, when the show is happening, tutatokea tuangalie.
Yes.
It is just right here, next to, very close to our station.
Yes, it is.
Yes, something I forgot?
Oh yeah, so one fun fact about the theater, it's actually it's one of a kind theater that you can actually perform in water. So we have a stage that can be filled with water.
Okay.
Yeah, so artists who are really creative alafu wanataka kushtua watu.
Ooh.
Yeah, we have water in the stage as well.
Nice. Baptism?
No.
Okay, unless it's in a play or in a movie scene that you're acting, you have that space.
Yeah.
Ndio nisha kupatia ideas za creativity already. Who came up with this design? Looks very well thought out and futuristic at the same time. You have a dedicated designer for the space?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes, we
A
do.
shout out to him or her. I'm not aware who it is. But this is great work, and I'm hoping we can see more of these kind of spaces.
Definitely,
Yeah?
yes.
Sometimes, I'm not saying that you will get any of this at the space, but sometimes when the show is not that good, you get to enjoy the space at least. Yani, well, at least I'm enjoying the ambience, yeah, and what the acoustics are looking like. Yeah, sure. Looking forward to the 6th of July, and ensure you're attending that play. Fula is going to be very, very good.
Yeah.
If you missed out on the discussion about what Fula is about and how it's been prepared, please make sure you check out our YouTube, KUTV Kenya. Type out there, Art and Culture Monday, Fula, and then you'll see the interview that happened here with some of the creatives involved in bringing this show to life. Right. Asante sana. We are going to take a short break here. After that heated, it wasn't heated, but a warm discussion, to get you excited for what the show is going to look like on July. But I'm coming back with more of what is happening within the creative scene. We're having a look at a futuristic play. I know you've seen futuristic movies, sci-fis. Can you imagine how that will look like on stage? 2050. How does 2050 look like on a stage, on a play? Tune in for that. Don't go too far. Art and Culture Monday is still on air.